another episode of good movies given low scores by Rotten Tomatoes because F Rotten Tomatoes, and yes, I know, Rotten Tomatoes are not exactly critics, but they still give those critics platforms, so they're still part of it. So with Home on the Range, I liked it when I was a kid, then I started to hate it for a while, and then after the rewatch, I kinda like it despite its issues. And after I rewatched it, I did not know that people actually hated this movie. I only found out like last year. It's not my favorite Disney animated movie, but it is a fun watch. So, the tomatoes gave it a 52%. So yeah, audiences did not like it either. So this is what they basically said. Well, yeah, kids will like it. The plot is dull, the visuals are too showy, and it's moderate at best. In other words, they think it's mid. Alright, fine. There are some things I do agree with, like, I think Home on the Range is targeting younger audiences. And the visuals are too showy, but I don't know what they're talking about. Oh, I think that's what they meant. But I see no problem with that. But there are some criticisms I do have with the movie that I can agree with. Like, the pacing wasn't done well and there wasn't much of a story. And I did read this somewhere, but I kind of forgot, but I think people did not like the fat jokes in this movie. But it's still a fun movie. Yeah, there are some good things to this movie, like the animation, the songs, and the characters. Oh yeah, the songs. The songs are a bop, especially the villain song. And it's a good example that not all Disney villain songs have to be dark and gloomy while people were complaining about Wishes, This Is the Thanks I Get. Oh, and the song Will the Sun Ever Shine Again, one of the saddest songs in Disney animation history, was kind of because of what happened in 2001. If you know, you know. Like, they have the great Alan Menken who has composed movies like Tangled, Aladdin, Little Mermaid, Hercules, among others. Yeah, and like the three characters, Maggie, Grace, and Mrs. Calloway, I really love the contrast of these three characters. Like, you have Maggie, the self-proclaimed leader, Mrs. Calloway, the brains of the group, and Grace, the heart, the empathy of the group. How Maggie and Mrs. Calloway butt heads with each other, I wish they explored that more within the movie. Especially Alameda Slim. Like, despite his small appearances within the movie, he steals the show. And guess what? I recorded this at April 7th of 2024. April 2nd is its 20th anniversary. It released on April 2nd, 2004. So personally, I would give this a 62 to 71%. I don't know, it doesn't give much to the table, but it is fun. So yeah, Home on the Range, it's a really fun watch.